Awesome. Going live now. Hey, everybody. Happy Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. We're back. Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast, Uncensored here. Will the Thrill. And today, as I said to everybody, and I promised everyone, we have a vibrating experience. We got the major mark right there on the screen. Kanik! And what's up, Mike? How you doing? I love the vibrating experience, man. That should be a shirt, you know? Like, I want you in the old OSF, or was it, yeah, like OSFTM vibrating logo and put vibrating experience on it. Wrestling figure. Well, you guys are doing bendies. I mean, God, if you bring those vibrating figures back, I think it would just be like the super nostalgic thing. I think everybody would go nuts, you know? I love, I love you. Yeah, yeah, I know. You gotta. This is a cheap plug here, folks. This is what we call a cheap plug in the industry here. Major hashtag major PBR. The Paps will bring. He's drinking turpentine. I'm drinking fancy dancy BS here. Cheers, my friend. Oh man. So yeah, this will be great having you on today. Again, we're trying to bring back Squared Circle of Action Figure Podcast, YouTube live streams, the Uncensored, where pretty much anything goes. It's just a fun experience. We could talk about anything. We could talk about Bendy's Major Pod. We could talk about beer, football, other collectibles. I know you have a ridiculous Hot Toys collection too, which I'm eager to learn a little bit more about. So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll even start there, not even wrestling, because I freaking just got this Marty McFly in, dude, and I'm loving this thing, man. And the new head sculpt is really sick, and I just I missed out on the first version, and it comes with Einstein, so it was an insta buy for me. The Einstein is so cool. And it grows on you. You don't when I first saw it, I didn't think it looked like him, but having him on the shelf, it just looks like him. It's so freaking cool. Hmm. No, no, I don't think they've ever created them. And when they went up for pre-order on Sideshow, and when Hot Toys revealed those, yeah, the Western stuff was an insta buy for me. I mean, they're awesome, like you said. He comes with his Clint Eastwood look and the poncho, and he's decked out, man. It's sick. Yeah, I mean the trilogy is amazing. What's up, Fabulous Disaster? How you doing there in the chat? I don't think Kanik could see the chats. I can, but what's up, Fabulous Disaster? We're doing well here. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and share this on your social media, guys. Remember, you could also follow Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast on Instagram and Twitter at SQD Circle AFP, and then Kanik you could also follow on Instagram. Correct? Interesting. It's weird that Fabulous says he can only hear one of us, which is that's not good. Let me see what's going on here because I hear Kanik. Kanik hears me, right? So that's odd. I'll usually just pull it up in YouTube Studio or my YouTube on my phone to see what's going on. I should have done that. Let's see. Maybe my audio is muted. Let's see. But hey, fabulous. Which one can you hear? That would help us a lot while I'm searching here. And we always have technical difficulties here, guys. It's always a learning process. I'm a new Darby Allin Coffin playset. Yes, they did release that. I don't know who they can hear, so maybe you talk, Mike. Can you ask them if they can hear you or Will, or who's the guy they can hear? Let's see. I'm going on right now. My channel. We're live. Okay. Who's the guy they can hear? Okay, so I can hear myself. Let's see. I'm going on right now. Maybe it is Kanik. My channel. Can you talk again, Kanik? Okay. Who's the guy they can hear? Okay, so I can hear myself. Let's see. I'm going on right now. Maybe it is Kanik. Yeah, okay, let me see. I think it is you. Okay. Can you talk again, Kanik? Who's the guy they can hear? Yeah, it's you. Interesting. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Headphones, select speaker. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, let me go to OBS. I think it could be an OBS problem. Okay. Can you talk again, Kanik? Yep, it is an OBS problem. Okay. Yeah, it's you. Interesting. Okay, let me see what's going on. Thanks so much, guys, for helping us out here. Just give me a second here to get this headphones, rock and roll in here. Select speaker. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me go to OBS. I think it could be an OBS problem. Okay. Yep. Properties. Okay. Yeah, it's you. Interesting. Okay, let me see what's going on. Thanks so much, guys, for helping us out here. Just give me a second here to get this headphones, rock and roll in here. Select speaker. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Kanik, can you talk now again?
Yeah, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Yeah, there you are. I think we got you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right. So, sorry, everybody. I know this is. It is. I told Kanik he comes on 10 minutes before, and I can hear him fine. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be working great today. No problems whatsoever. No, never that way. Never that way. All right, cool. So let me get this off my phone so it doesn't feedback it. So yeah, as we were saying, we're having a vibrating experience today with Kanik here, and I plugged my social media, so Kanik, plug yours again, please plug yours again.
Yeah, it's Kanik89, Kanik 89. It's the same for anything I'm on, Instagram, Twitter. That's about it, really.
Cool. Awesome, man. So being done with that finally, you guys can all hear us. What's up, handsome boy? Gotta hit that. Oh, this is better. Oh, come on, handsome. I hope he's still here because this is not Bush League. We have technical difficulties and we fixed it. If you hit the unsubscribe, you can go unsubscribe yourself from everything. and not only that, we have an awesome giveaway going on Instagram soon. We're almost at 3,000 followers on Instagram, and we'll be doing our 3,000 follower giveaway here at the Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast. It's gonna be that awesome Slim Jim Macho Man, unopened, pristine, pretty much cage fresh. So you all gotta hit us up on Instagram, follow us over there, and I'll be posting the 3,000 follower giveaway rules once that happens. So we talked about, when everybody couldn't hear this, about hot toys. We're talking actually about Back to the Future hot toys, because Kanik is a big hot toy collector. And not a lot of people talk about hot toys, especially in the wrestling figure world and communities. I know they're high price points to jump into and whatnot, but the figures are amazing. I just got the Marty here, as I was saying. And Kanik, I believe, was saying that he really liked that Back to the Future 3 version that they released on pre-order. So that's a sick fig.
Yeah, I like the Back to the Future 3 figures because you don't see too many people doing the Back to the Future 3 merchandise in general. And I think it's the first time you actually see it in figure form. And I really think Back to the Future 3 is a very underrated film out of the whole trilogy. It's not talked about much.
No, it's not, and I agree with you. It is an underrated film, but it's a fun film. And if you're into westerns, I mean, it's the perfect film, and that's right up my alley. As you can see, if you see me on AEW TV, you know I'm wearing a cowboy hat, or pretty much any wrestling event I'm going to. So it's cool how this all got together, Kanik, real quick. You know, we had met several times in the past, ECW Arena, a lot of events and everything. And I thought it was fun. We went to a WrestlePro event in New Jersey, and Brian Myers was there, and you were helping out Brian Myers at his table and whatnot. It was a great event. I unfortunately had to leave that event because my uncle had a hospitalized situation that night, and I had to run out of there like at halftime. Yeah, it sucks. So I didn't even get to see half the show, but I did get to see it on Fight TV. So I purchased it. How did you guys, give us a little information about how you got started with Major Wrestling Figure Podcast? I know that you previously worked for Hero Collector and Eagle Moss and stuff like that, but really, how did you get started with the boys?
I credit the podcast for getting me into having a career in collectibles. I was working at a marketing agency, doing pharmaceutical marketing, making excellent money. But every day I was just basically doing the same thing over and over again. I was miserable. I was bored. And, I was a fan of the podcast. The podcast had just come out. I was listening to it every week. And one day I was just listening to it, just, bored and miserable at my job. And I'm like, this is what I need to do. I need to do collectibles. I need to work in collectibles because I'm listening to these guys talk about it and they just seem so happy. These are two young guys who, they basically graduated high school and went after their dreams, and they just seem very happy. So I basically got home and I fixed my resume, typed in toys into a LinkedIn Google search. Not LinkedIn Google search, just LinkedIn search. But I typed in toys, and I applied to the first job that popped up, which was Hero Collector. And the next day I had a job interview, and 2.5 months later, it was a long interview process. I got the job, and they were running a t-shirt campaign. If you buy a t-shirt off Pro Wrestling Tees, they'll call you to thank you. And I had bought a t-shirt, while I was in the process of getting the job. So they finally got to call me when I actually got hired, and I told them how they inspired me to get into collectibles. Well, a career in collectibles. I've always been a collector my whole life, and just started talking to them. And I mentioned how Hero Collector had just got the WWE license, and that's what I would be working on. Matt asked for my Instagram account. I gave it to him. He started following me. We started messaging each other. And then on the podcast one day, he mentioned that he wanted to make foam fingers, and I knew how to make foam fingers. I had a job where I kind of just made a bunch of like weird items for different companies, and I mentioned to him that I could make a foam finger, and I made it for him. And then, you know, every once in a while, he would ask me to make some weird merch, and then it just started coming in a lot more often. And
Yeah,
now,
you got that. You're the merch maker there. You're making figures.
yeah.
Now. I mean, let's be real. I mean, like you went from foam fingers to wrestling buddies. I see these things. They're all like the air sucked out of them and stuff at events. They're the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast wrestling buddies there. And guess what?
Yeah.
And Smart Mark Sterling, he's got some AEW beef with me, so I'm not a fan of that guy right now. there's the Brian Myers, which is great.
We got Matt.
And then you got the Matt, the $1 Million Broski there. That's a great one. I like the best one. I think is the $1 Million Broski out of the bunch, and then you got the Swoggle, which is small, which is smaller for the body, which makes sense, which is great. So they're to scale. That's a scale. Stop arguing. But that's a fun story, man. They're so approachable. Those guys, especially Matt. You know.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him, being a celebrity, because that's what they are. They're celebrities, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're people. You know, they have the same interests as us.
Yep.
You know, I can have a conversation with Matt all day about McDonald's, how to order a McFlurry properly, and you know, and then Brian, you know, we just talk about movies and stuff all the time, and Mark, same thing. You know, it's just they're just people, and I think people forget that they're people.
Yeah.
You can't but yeah, it's just I'm very grateful for everything they've done for me. It's, you know, I went from having a miserable job to now owning a toy line with them.
That's
so
remarkable.
It's crazy.
Follow your dreams, follow your passions. You know, we had done an interview with Jeremy Padawer, and go check that out on all major podcast platforms. Obviously, it's live right now, and that's a very good interview because Jeremy sits down and talks a lot about this with me, where you have to identify what your passion is, and then you just got to go out there and do it and hustle. You know what I'm saying? And that'll make you really happy. And it really, in the end, it doesn't even come down to the money, right? I mean, obviously, you need money to live, but you know, even if you're making a little less or something, as long as you're doing what you love, that's the most important thing you could ever do.
I took a pay cut from working at the marketing agency because it is one of the largest marketing agencies, either in the world or in America. But it's a very large publicly traded marketing agency. Yep. And, you know, it was a very comfy and easy job. I could have just sat there and just been okay with just being a, you know, fly underneath the radar, collect the checks, get the 401k, get the, you know, the health insurance. But I was just miserable, and I took a pay cut and I got a job in collectibles. And then, you know, I gained enough experience there, and I moved on, and now I'm at another place working in collectibles. And, you know, am I making probably what I would have been making in 3 years if I had stayed at that marketing agency? Probably not. That marketing agency paid very well.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm making more money than most people that I know, and I'm happy. So
and
I'm okay.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. Exactly.
I'm just happy, and I'm not starving. I can afford buying hot toys, and you know, PBRs are still here. So
yeah, those are free now.
What else can I say?
What do you need, right? What do you need in life? PBRs, buddies, food, done, right? That's it. And no, it's fun. It's a fun ride. And hey, I'm the same way. You know, like this is not a career for me, but I love coming on here. I love chatting collectibles because, again, as you said, we've been doing this for such a long time, and I think you're a little younger than I am. I even think the boys are a little younger than I am. But again, we all have that same just interest, and we grew up in that same era, that era of wrestling that was unexplainable. You can't even, you know, I watch it to this day and I think it's just amazing. Gosh, I'm watching like 1990 Royal Rumble, 91 Royal Rumble right now, and all that stuff. And the matches just still stand up to this day just because of the investment and the storytelling and the in-ring storytelling, which is even more important. So it's fun to just chat figs and whatnot. I guess moving on, I mean, you said, you know, you love the hot toys and everything. What are some of your hot toys, getting back to that, in your collection right now that just came out? What are you liking really right now? What are you really keen on?
I just got the Rex in, which I really like. I like the head sculpt. What else?
Yeah, that's the Mortensen head scope, right? On there. And it's a removable helmet for that figure, right?
Yeah, I got the Spider-Man Homecoming. I'll just grab it.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said the Captain Rex too. I thought you said Captain Rex.
Yeah, I got the Captain Rex.
Okay.
But I got Mysterio.
And this is a sick fig. I definitely saw this on their website, and I'm not that into Marvel. You know, I'm not in that MCU universe really. If I do get something Marvel, it's probably X-Men related. But that's sick. That's Donnie Darko right there. You know.
But it's cool. I have the Qui-Gon I really like. I have basically every Mandalorian figure. I had the life-size Grogu, which I saw another major mark, Kyle Peterson. He took his Sentinel from Hasbro Lab to go see Santa Claus. And he had the Sentinel sit on Santa Claus' lap. I might do the same thing with my life-size Grogu.
That would be cool.
You got it with a Star Wars Christmas hat.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So I might steal his idea.
Yeah, I think the Sentinel's fun, but I think Grogu is where it's at with Santa Claus. That's cuteness to a fact. What are we doing here? You're softening up this channel, Kanik. We got to get a little more rough here. We're gonna shed a tear for Santa Claus and Grogu. But no, that's fun. I have that Grogu, that life-size Grogu too, and like I love the sideshow one. But the sideshow one is a prop statue. You know, this one is movable.
You can move it. It's an actual figure.
It's a figure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sick. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I have pretty much every Mandalorian, like you said. I do love the Game of Thrones. It's, you know, not hot toys, but I do love the 3-0 stuff that Game of Thrones they're doing for Game of Thrones and stuff. I love that.
3-0 is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
3-0 is really good. And I actually ordered all the Power Ranger stuff from 3-0 because I'm a big Power Ranger guy as well. So I'm excited for those. I got those from Entertainment Earth, and they said they were supposed to be here last month, and I guess they're probably stuck on a boat somewhere, like everything.
Yeah, and hey, now you're importing, right? I mean, you've been importing.
Oh, after this call, I'm gonna call China and see what's going on.
Yeah,
some of the bendy stuff.
And that's it. And it's
shipped.
It's tough because, you know, when you get things, I mean, it could be stuck in LA port if you're going through LA, which I don't suggest doing. I just bring it through New York, even if there's more ocean time on it, because the New York ports actually are less delayed than LA. So that's what we're doing here with most of our stuff. And I also work in importing for another product as well. As I mentioned on the Jeremy Padower interview, I'm in cheese. I import specialty cheese. So it's something I really love aside from wrestling figure collecting is the food world and food. So, so yeah, I mean, it's, guys, the delays, you got to be patient with your figures, whether they're coming from Mattel, Jazzwares, the major guys, Super 7. I mean, the delays are ridiculous, you know, and the cost increases have been ridiculous.
Oh boy, don't talk to me about that.
I mean, containers have gone up like 700%. I mean, it's yeah, you
Yeah,
know, like
it's like a bidding war, I think, right? I think
yeah,
they're bidding on them,
yeah.
so it's driving the costs up, and people are just holding on to them, I think, too, because they know that they can bid them later, um, and get a high price for them.
Yep. So they're holding on, they're
It's
not moving them, and it's just become a really, really crazy debacle. And then you have to also throw in individual country strikes, and that's at least in Europe a big thing for us right now, where you have like Italy, basically all their poor people are on strike right now. That's coming out of Le Havre as well in France. That's happening. So I mean, just be patient, guys. Things will get here. And when you do, you're going to even be more excited. Now, the only problem with
yeah,
that, it may dump on you all at once. And then you're like, holy shit, I'm really broke. But sometimes it happens that way, you know?
yeah.
Have you ever done air logistic? Because we do some air logistic too. I mean, and that's what I know Ringside's um, primary.
So originally the bendies were supposed to be all airshipped, and I didn't realize it. I guess you know, I I probably have 4 different jobs right now, right? I do nothing but work. Um,
Well, thanks for coming on here,
uh,
man. I appreciate that.
I was just packing up orders before the call. Um,
Major marks, they're
Major pod.
coming. They're coming. They're coming.
Uh,
All right, guys.
but apparently during the whole port issue crisis, like the peak of it, they switched the purchase order from air to sea, and I didn't notice it.
Oh wow.
And so they changed it, and um, when they shipped, I noticed they shipped some of them by the sea, and I said, "Hey, what's going on? This is supposed to be air." And they said, "Oh no, we switched it. Remember?" And I had zero memory of it. They showed me an email. I couldn't find it on my end, but they showed that I responded, and it seemed like a way how I would respond to something. So I was like, no, I need them airship. So we have some it being airship. I should have them probably by next week. Um, so we're gonna try to do some early orders. I just got to go through everything, but yeah, it's the prices on the air shipping has also gone up
Yes.
because of the demand for the air shipping. And also it's the holiday season. So you got 2 things going on.
Yep.
Plus the pandemic.
Plus the pandemic.
So they can't have enough there's not a certain amount of people that could work at a time on the space, and it's like it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. The costs on things are just ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah.
So
And I think
but
generally that's what we want to do here. We talk about it a lot on the podcast and the YouTube channel because we want to make sure that people become educated about what's really going on. We're not fucking around with you guys. This is real life. When also you have VPs or owners of smaller toy companies telling you on YouTube and stuff and Instagram that this is what they're not lying to you. They don't. Why would they want to lie to you? We don't want to sit here and lie to you. We want to give you the accurate information. And the accurate information is everything in supply chain management right now is pretty much effed. You know what I'm saying? And guys got to just be patient and things will get here. This is not like distribution problems. It really just all falls back to the manufacturing and the supply chain. So this isn't like a normal time. We're in a COVID world, that's it,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's impressive on, you know, my end, TT's and Matt and Mark and Brian, that we able to really create 3 series of bendies, and I have prototypes for everything, all within less than 5 months, and we have series 1 basically on hand. When you think about that, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so we basically have Series 1 on hand during a pandemic and a supply chain issue. Like, I don't even know what to call it,
It's a
but
crisis probably at this point.
it's a yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a global issue, and you know, we somehow got it, but we didn't get it perfectly. And you know, we wanted them to be already sold, and we wanted to start prepping for selling Series 2 by now. It didn't work out in our favor.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. But what we still accomplished, I think, is incredible.
I agree with you. I was very surprised to see the prototypes in hand, and it's a fun passion project. I think everybody loves the old Bendums. You know, everybody
Yeah.
loves them, and they'll fit in scale with them. Refresh my memory, Mike. The first series has already been put on pre-order, correct? Or are you? No, this was not a pre-ordered situation. Then okay, so you will be able to buy them.
We're not doing. Yeah, so we're not even doing pre-orders. What we're doing is once they're on hand, they'll go on sale.
Beautiful.
So that way, you will have them within the next few days.
And that's amazing.
So you won't be waiting.
No, you won't be. And what's funny about this? Do you know how much money it takes to make these things, guys? Like, they're just doing it blindly. They're not even being like, I mean, you guys have, you know, sales data on past merchandise and stuff like that you've sold previously. But regardless of all that, you're still going in blindly. But because who the hell knows what the market is for bendies, right? You know, like, you don't know. Right. So you're taking all the risk. But again, as even Jeremy said in our last discussion with him, you know, sometimes you just got to take the risk, man. You know, you got to do it.
Yeah.
And even if you fail, you learn from it. And you do it over again, you know, a different way. So
yeah,
that's awesome. What's in Series 1, Mike? Again, refresh the listeners.
Series 1 is Matt Cardona, Smart Mike Sterling, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and Dylan Postel.
Formerly known as Hornswoggle. You could say
Formerly
that.
known as Hornswoggle.
We you know, we all know these are former WWE guys. Except for Smart Mark.
So I can actually show you a pre-production sample, and I'll put away my hot toy before it falls down.
Yeah, totally. Take your time. So no, this is a really exciting series, and then obviously they had some more SDCC announcements and stuff like that came out about Series 2 and Series 3, and I God, look at that old school packaging. It looks awesome. I love the Just Toys packaging, you know.
So this is actually a pre-production figure packaging. Like, everything about this is
sample. It's a sample.
Like, it's a rough sample. And I decided to keep it for myself just because I liked. It's just a nice memory for everything that we've done. It's like it shows hard work, and I had Mark sign it.
Beautiful.
But that's the figure. That's basically the packaging. This is going to be evened out, the final one. So don't
go
ignore that.
Oh,
feature.
And it's got a slip. It's got a slip. Slip. Yeah, love it.
It's resealable.
That's great.
So you can take it out. Has the signature on all the wrestlers.
Beautiful.
Just like the original. And they bend. I don't know if the camera can get that.
Yeah. No, okay, you can totally see it. Yeah, you can totally get it. And it's just
I don't want to bend it too much, but
yeah, of course. But no, it's like the originals.
This is just a pre-production.
The originals also, they weren't super bendy, you know, like the WCW ones that were produced by, I forgot the company. I think it maybe was Just Toys before they were called Just Toys. But they were more bendable than the original WWF Just Toys Bendums. And these look like they're going to be more in the style of the WWF Just Toys.
Right. Yeah. So the reason why those WCW ones were so bendable is because they had giant holes, which allowed the air to flow.
Oh, okay.
And these have very tiny holes. But yeah, our idea was to keep it on the same model of the original WWF ones.
Awesome.
And then we have the back of the card.
Looks
so
sick.
It has that card that can either cut it out and keep, but you don't have to, because each will come with their own individual card.
Okay.
Already.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna be selling them as sets. So you have to buy the set of 4 in the series.
Oh, okay. So they won't be sold individually. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll get all 4 trading cards as well, which I like, because cards are just an added value, right? I mean, it's a whole new collectible card game. Really, people are getting rookie cards graded, and exclusive cards graded. So I want to see someone
look at this.
Get a bendy card graded.
I mean, talk about cards. So I got a bunch of cards from my uncle recently. I have a 1950 1950 Bowman Wwe Title rookie card right here. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I got to get graded. I mean, it's got a little bit of a crease in it, but so I'm really sitting on like a bunch of, I don't know. I just have so much old football in front of me right now. Like Otto Graham. I have a ton of I just got all these like Frank Giffords and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I don't even know the value of half of this stuff. I haven't done my research yet. It's just, but like you said, it's such a hot market right now that I'm seriously considering, I even have this beautiful Gale Sayers just sitting here, and I'm serious. This is a 1966 Gale Sayers right there. I mean, it's just a beautiful card. Running back, it's not perfect. It's off-centered, but Gale Sayers rookie from 1966. I don't know. Maybe I get a 5. Maybe I get a 6 on it. How many exist in this world today? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But you're right. It's hot right now. Collectible grading is hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think for what you're getting 4, and then 4 cards, I think it's a nice value.
Do you have a set MSRP, or what do you be selling them for?
We're thinking at the moment $100 for the 4.
Okay.
That might go up, might go down. We don't know yet.
Yeah, got to look at the cost situation. But again, look, you're looking at small production. You forked all the money over yourselves. I mean, you're getting 4 figures. That's $25 a pop. You get the 4 trading cards with it. They're resealable. They're the first freaking set. I mean,
and they're all limited to 1,000.
Well, there you go. So you have you have 1,000 exclusive right there.
Yeah, I mean, how much do people spend for the 1 of 1,000 AEW figures?
Oh, it's getting out of hand. I mean, if you want to go there, what, the 5,000s are still like $200, $300.
And technically, this is an AEW guy.
Yeah.
So
first action figure of him, right?
Technically, yeah. Unless you count the micro ballers.
Unless you got, I don't count them as figures. But I'm a little weird like that. I don't know about these micro brawlers. Are they really figures? But yeah, right. Because you got the micro brawler, because he hasn't had his Remco style released yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, I had the wrestling buddy of him made, the Major Buddy. And then I did the bendy all in 1 year. You got 2 things out of me.
Royalties are just coming in. I hear the cha-ching. No wonder he's got all this beautiful, suits and stuff on TV now. I was wondering about that. That's why I was yelling at him at ringside. I'm like, "Where are your silver balls? Where are your silver balls?" I'm heckling him like crazy. Mike, you come to a wrestling event with me, man. It's insane.
I'm usually I get a bunch of beers in the beginning, and I sit down and I just sit back and I relax. I don't really do any chanting or anything. I just want to enjoy myself and watch.
Yeah, I chant. I build up my character, to a certain extent. I don't try to take over, and I don't want to be at all like an asshole. That's not my intentions whatsoever. I want to be participatory. I grew up in an era of wrestling, whether it be ECW, WWF in the 90s, the Attitude Era, where the fans were participatory in a good way, right? They interacted with the wrestlers, and that's what brought the fun to the event. And you can do that with AEW, and that's what personally I love it so much there, and I feel like I'm back at home,
Yeah, I'm going to the show at UBS on December 8th, I think that is, right?
Yep, I'll be there too.
So
I'm ringside.
Yep. So, I'm somewhere. I don't know where.
Well, we'll meet up. We'll definitely meet up.
Yeah. And then I got tickets for the Prudential Center again.
Yep. I was there too. I was lucky to find the pre-sale code. I got to ringside again. It's tough. I can't get the hard camera. It's really eluding me right now, and I'm gonna try to call up the event menu, like the event place, and see if I could talk to their ticket managers or something like that, where I don't know, maybe I can bring people in, or I have my other business, and do something like that. It's funny, my girlfriend's father used to be Mr. Net, so he was at all the Nets games, and he was like the Jack Nicholson of basketball, and I was talking to him about this. I'm like, dude, how did you get the same freaking seats every single time, like the green shirt guy, basically, or any of these guys,
Right.
And he said it's all about knowing people at the ticket place, at the event venue, or obviously knowing somebody within the organization high up. But you, a little more laid back. Me, I'm a wild maniac at AEW. We'll bring you down. I want to get the vibrating picture with you down at ringside. You got to be there, I got to do it, man.
Yeah.
And then, so you'll be at those two events. I'll be there as well. And then we have, I'm assuming you're going to be at the WrestlePro event in February where Cardona, are you gonna hang out with us there? I mean, I got front row tickets for that WrestlePro event. I mean, you got Killer Cross there too. That's going to be a stacked show.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be asked to help out with the merch table.
Nice.
But I'll probably be there. I'm going to also GCW in January at Hammerstein.
Yes.
And then I don't know. I might be going to the Creative Pro holiday show, and then I'm definitely going to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast holiday toy drive.
Nice. Yeah, and that's what I want to do too. I think I'm going to go to the holiday toy drive just to say hello to everybody. I have not been, and I want to donate some toys. I've been in a fortunate situation this past, year and 2 years where I'm doing very well financially. So I want to give back, and that's why we like to give back to the community here as well. I do want to get in. Fabulous Disaster, thank you so much for the support, guys. Thank you so much for listening, whomever's viewing and whatnot. The bendies look great. He said. Can you make Mike's screen bigger? I could probably do that. I just don't want to screw anything up at the moment, unfortunately, because I'm a weirdo here. Is Mike using Chrome? Oh, he said, there you go. These look great. Okay, so good. Great. Jeremy, your interview was great. Well, thank you, Fabulous Disaster. Thank you so much for the support. We want to get more people on the podcast. We want to get more people on the YouTube channel. So definitely, if you're watching today or you're watching this, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, go over to Instagram and Twitter at SQDCircleAFP. So we're talking about going to live events. I think we'll be at some live events soon. The bendies are going to hit before Christmas, crossing our fingers. Again, they're thinking about $100. And even if not, January, probably the latest. Look, CNY is not going to hold these things up, guys. And yeah, I mean, we're at Black Friday. Mike, what's your purchases? What did you make today? What did you buy today? Did you have anything come in special? What did you do?
I mean, every day is like Christmas for me. Every day I have boxes and boxes at my front door of just toys and just toys and cards and stuff. So when it's a holiday, I get nothing because there's no mail. But today I got an Amazon package I still haven't opened. I don't even know what's in it. But orders placed. I ordered some shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees and sneakers cleaning. Like the stuff to clean your sneakers.
Oh yeah, like those, like you put it in the bag or whatever, and then it goes in your yeah. That's cool. I was thinking about that. Yeah.
I got like a whole kit to clean sneakers, and it's like a spray that you put it on so it prevents stuff, like you could throw wine on it and it just like bounces off basically.
Nice.
And a shit ton of vitamins because I'm getting old. That's about it.
Dude, I'm in the same boat with the vitamin thing, and I popped a ton. Like I drank a lot last night, which I don't drink at all usually, and I was hurting. But the only way to get me back up today is to drink more, obviously, because I was hurting. But
right.
Yes, vitamins are key. I got more of these. I got another pair of the chalk. Dude, I ordered my chalk line stuff, and it was here today. Black Friday.
Yeah,
they're based in New Jersey.
They're based in New Jersey. Yeah, they're based in New Jersey.
To my door, chalk line's killing it. So I got more. This is a second pair of these ECW shirts, and then I got the Bret Hart ones because I'm a Bret Hart mark as well. I got the Bam Bam ones. I'm wearing Bam Bam right now, but I got these. These are sick. I love these Hart shirts.
I might actually order that now.
Yeah, they're so sick. They were like all on sale, and they were like, I don't know, $30-$40, but these are cool. They're light. You know, these Bret Hart shirts.
Yeah, I own probably like 15 chalk line shorts, and also their sweatpants, the joggers. I own probably like another 15 of those. It's all I've been wearing for like the past 2 years.
Yeah, same.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I work from home. I'm like, another wrestling T-shirt that I most likely got for free.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I paid for mine, but and some chalk line shorts that you had to buy. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't buy anything crazy. Really. Nothing.
What are you into, like collectible card wise? Are you into the Pokemon craze? Are you doing a lot of PSA stuff? What are you up to, man?
Yeah, so I'm into wrestling cards. So I have those AEW promo cards from New York Comic Con that I pulled apart. I pulled apart 2 sheets. I got 5 total from the show. The lady was nice enough to let me take 5 because I probably dropped $400 at the booth. And because I bought everything, and then some for friends as well who couldn't make it to the show. So I picked up things for them.
Yeah, she was tough.
So
she was really tough. I tried to take like 1 or 2 at the beginning, and then I bought stuff and she let me take. I think I got total like 7 of them. You know, so I was very lucky.
Yeah. Well, she let me grab a lot more actually, but like I said, I got stuff for friends, so I gave them, every friend who bought something, I gave them a sheet as well.
Nice.
And then there's some people who just wanted a sheet as well, and I just gave it to them. So what I've been doing is I've been pulling them apart, and I'm getting them ready to get sent graded, because I also got the CM Punk cards in from the pre-sale that they had.
Yep. That was the upper deck. Yep.
The digital E-deck.
Yeah.
So I got that. I got the Daniel Bryan, and I got the Adam Cole. I ordered some Topps cards from the UK that got here like a few days ago that I unpacked, and so I'm going to send those off to get graded as well, some of those. But I've just been creating piles of like wrestling cards that I want to get graded. I do a little bit of the Pokemon. I really don't understand it anymore. But I had a friend during the the lockdown, she had a base set, which was the first set of Pokemon cards that had just come out, and she asked me if I could help her sell it. She thought it would be worth a couple $100, and ended up getting her a couple $1,000.
Yeah, depending on the condition. And I'm assuming it was just it wasn't first edition, so it was a 99 base set. I mean, if she's got some really good cards in there, you get some good money.
No, it was a sealed booster box.
Oh, sealed booster box. Yeah, they were going. The base set booster boxes are going for what, 15, 20 G's right now.
Yeah, I sold it for 22.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I met up with a guy in a police station in Edgewater. Eddie, my friend.
Yeah.
I think you've met him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he came with me and made sure I didn't get beat up, because I am indeed a hobbit and I have 0 muscle mass.
Yeah.
So I would have gotten robbed very easily. So Eddie came with me, and we sold it, and gave the girl her money, and she gave me a very small cut. Then I gave a small cut to Eddie.
I'll tell you, if you find if you sell a sealed booster box, again, you're the second person in New Jersey that I know that found booster boxes for absolutely nothing, sealed, and then has flipped it for massive profit. I'll buy it. Just let me know. I would buy it. I'll buy it. I want it. Come be a good deal.
It took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to sell it, and I actually contacted Jeremy because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And so it was sealed, but the outside plastic was open.
Gotcha.
So I probably could have gotten more if it was fully sealed.
Yeah, with the shrink wrap. With the wizard. The wizard shrink rack on ribeye on it. Yep.
Yeah, but so he told me to sell it individually and to start weighing them, and apparently I guess the hollow or the rarer cards, the packs weigh more. So I was doing that. And
you're looking at about 21 grams for a hollow. I mean, I think you're at 21 or higher. So and apparently there's, I think it was 6 or 9 that are supposed to weigh that in a box of, I think it's 18. It was something strange. And so I was getting information from him. And I had posted it somewhere that I had this, and some guy messaged me. He's like, "Look, I live in New Jersey. I'll pay. You want to meet up, and just so I can check everything out to make sure it's okay." And that's what we did. That's awesome. That's a great story, because you just don't find it anymore. I mean, I know, like I said, it has happened twice so far, but in the past year that I've heard, but that's not a lot at all comparatively to what's out there. And individual packs are going upwards of $500 just for the base set packs. I bought a couple packs for between 3 and 4. I got lucky, because I like making deals. And some of them are heavy, some of them are a little lighter, but I love Pokemon. I think graded PSA is the way to go with it. I even got, just because I have a lot of nieces and nephews, I get some of even the more recent stuff, because it's just fun. It's just fun to have the more recent stuff as well. And I pool and I save and I give it to them, and hopefully I can grade a bunch of this stuff when PSA prices go down, because man, it's like $150 a card now. It's like crazy.
Yeah. So people tell me to stop doing this, but I like doing it anyway. Because I'm also, I was a very big comic book collector. And I always got everything graded at CGC, because CGC was the known place to get comics graded. It's the place.
Yep.
And I find CGC very reliable. They don't just grade comics; they grade 8x10s. They grade not movie posters, concept posters. They grade coins. And they started to grade trading cards. They grade Pokemon cards. They grade hobby cards. So I've started sending cards to them just because I know their reputation. They're very strict about things. And and I to me, I think they're a very reliable source. But people like that name PSA, which does make sense because there's a reason why they're called Band-Aids, right?
Yeah.
It's not really. It's not Band-Aid is a brand.
Yep.
It's a bandage.
Yes, a bandage from Pathmark or whatever. Band-Aid. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
But it's Band-Aid.
Yep.
And it's the same situation with PSA. So I think for those higher price cards, I'll send to PSA. Like I have the Rock rookie cards, right? I bought those. I'll send those to PSA. I won't send them to CDC. But I have, the Undertaker rookie card. I might just send to CDC because it doesn't have the same value as The Rock.
Yeah. It maybe one day it will, and you never know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But I would rather pay the $8 right now to just have it protected really well.
Yeah.
And then wait for PSA's prices to go down and normalize, and crack it open and then send it to PSA, and get that PSA name.
Yeah, because it is, like you said, it is the name, it is the branding and whatnot, and people are really just ape shit backwards over. I mean, I'm a PSA guy, like I'm not going to buy anything that's not PSA. I have a lot of. What is that Rock rookie card? What is that? Is that from a promo release or is it from an actual set?
It's a Panini sticker set.
Oh, okay.
So there's debates on what's the Rock's rookie card. Yeah. There's the Dwayne Johnson rookie card, which is I think it's Sports Illustrated pullout.
Okay.
When he was in college. Then there's the Bendham's card,
back of the card
that people will claim. And then there's another one. I forgot what set it is, but the Panini to me is the first rookie card because it's pack pulled.
And I agree with you in that respect. I think you have to be a rookie card, it has to be pack pulled, right? I mean,
right. And then there's another one that people claim is the rookie card, which is from the trivia card game set.
Okay.
Which to me, that's not a trading card. That's a board game.
Yeah, it's a game card. Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, Pokemon's a game card too. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
right?
but that's to me, that's a board game. That's considered a board game to me.
Yes.
It's something that you play. Pokemon is a tabletop.
Trading card game. CCG. Yeah.
Card game. Yeah. So that's different. But the Panini was a sticker card that was pack pulled.
Nice. Now I want to get one. What are they going for on the market? Ungraded right now, or even graded?
I haven't checked in a while. Let's check right now.
Yeah, we can check right now. And while you're checking too, I mean, I have a lot of 85. I have 85 Pro Wrestling Stars tops. I have a sealed booster box, but again, no shrink wrap. And then I also have the WWF Wrestling. I think this is by Topps too, and I think it's an 85. And then my favorite one is I got the Premier Series Action Pack, WWF Trading Cards. I have a sealed booster of that, which is also, I think, in my case right now, it is a promo box. So it was, I guess, given out to like comic book shops and stuff, and it even has the little sticker on it that says promo box, blah, 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 not for resale or something. It's crazy. Cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece. And, I just love like Lex Express Lex Luger on the box. He's just with the American flag. You got Tatanka on there. And it's just sick. I mean, it's just a sick piece,
Yeah.
You know, and who knows? Maybe a Macho Man autographs in there. I have no idea. You know.
Well, I checked. It's nothing crazy, as it was like during the pandemic. I think during the pandemic, well, it was still in the pandemic, but the lockdown, people were overpaying for a lot of these cards out of boredom. But it's going somewhere between 100 and 150. But the issue is a lot of the ones that I'm seeing right now, the centering is way off.
Yeah.
Like way off. I got one that is off, and then I have one that is kind of pretty good centering. And I've had someone from the Card Foundation podcast look at it, and he agrees with me that that's one that I should send to PSA right away.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great podcast too. I had actually corresponded with them a few times because I did get into a little bit of a Topps Chrome, and I didn't know what I was doing. I bought a random box at Target of Topps Chrome 2021 WWE cards, and I open it up in my car like I'm driving. I'm opening packs. I'm just seeing what the hell I could pull, and I get a Ronda Rousey. I got a Ronda Rousey fucking great feats of strength autograph card. It's a fucking $600 card, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I can't believe how you pull that. You know, like it's a random. Yeah. They had 3 boxes sitting at Target, which never happens. You never see this shit on the shelf. So I grabbed one, and I pulled the Ronda Rousey freaking autograph. So I have to get that graded. I will get that graded. I think that the corner's a little sucky on it, just because I don't know the way it came out of the pack, but like it's not bent or anything. I hope it flattened out a little bit, because it looked like it was kind of coming up a little bit, you know, like, so we'll see. I don't know if they'll downgrade me for something like that or what, but I tried to find
Is it autographed? Is it autographed on the card, or is it a sticker autograph?
It's like one of those special promo autograph cards. Yeah. So it's like if you have Topps Chrome, they have like autograph insert cards. So yeah, it's like
But is it like is it on the card, or is it a sticker that they put on the card?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look that closely at it, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I have a theory. The ones that are autographed on a card, it's very hard for those to be in good condition, because they're sent to the actual wrestler to sign. And how many of these wrestlers are taking care of it properly, packing it properly, and sending it back for it to be in good condition?
I think it's a sticker. It's probably a sticker. Yeah, I gotta look at it.
The stickers. Yeah. The stickers. They sign a bunch of stickers, and then they send it to Topps, and then Topps, has these piles of stickers, that are signed, and then they'll slap them onto cards. Every few years, 20 this year, 20 next year, whatever it is.
Oh shit! I did not even know that. Yeah, that's cool information, because I didn't. Yeah. Because it's like 25 or whatever of this run. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think this will be Topps is. I mean, WWE's moving to Panini next year, right? So this is actually Topps last year, right?
Yeah. So I guess the Topps Chrome is the last set, or the ones that just came out from the UK. Yeah, is the last set, because unless they come up with something in the next few weeks, I don't think they're allowed to sell anything.
Yeah, I think it'll be Panini license and moving forward. Well, that'll be interesting to see what goes on there. Really quickly, so what are your thoughts? I'm going to put this on the screen here, and this was dropped about this afternoon. This is a Black Friday drop. We all love Ringside Collectibles here. I buy so much from them. I just bought 3 of these. I
love John from Ringside.
Love John. Very, very, very instrumental in the pro wrestling community and just getting everything off. I mean, I can't believe, he bought that Wfigs website, and he just skyrocketed from there. But we have right here, as I'm on the screen, as you can see, they just put up the Coffin Drop Darby Allin Ringside exclusive $44.99. It's going to come in coffin packaging, 2 heads, soft goods body bag, soft PVC entrance jacket, coffin-shaped skateboard, as well as one-of-a-kind packaging in the shape of a coffin. What are your thoughts, man? Are you getting this thing, or are you in, or are you out?
I keep on saying I'm not going to get all the AEW figures, but I seem to end up getting all the AEW figures.
I got them sitting here, man. I got
FTR. I'm staying at the same set, still in the box, just all piled up right in front of me. I keep on saying I'm not going to get it because I don't need it. How many Darby Allins do I need? I'm going to get it.
I'm going to get it. It's a coffin drop exclusive. I got I got 3. I'm going to open 1. I'll keep 2 in the packaging.
I'll say I'm going to just get 1. I'm going to get it in hand. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to need a second one to keep them in box.
Yeah.
And then that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's why I just went 3 automatically, just because I know. So this is what generally happens with me. I'm going to buy 2 at the very least because we're hashtag min on card, min in box for life here at the Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast. So I always will keep 1 per scene. So I get to choose the best one out of the 3 that come.
Yeah.
Keep it in the box. But for the second one, open. It's got to be an opener because you could see this display behind me. And I love min on card, but I also love the dual display and having it nicely presented of some of my favorite figures, the high end, the scarce ones, like you behind you. I mean, God, you have the 1, 2, 3 kid hanging there. You got Adam Bomb. I mean, these are high end figures. You got the Razor up there. Is crazy, man. Look at that. That's a sick Hasbro display. That is
all
so sick.
Autographed.
And they're all autographed. So he got on the autograph. Kanik got vibrating. He's vibrating on with the autographs. I don't do the autographs. Yeah. I don't do a lot of the autographs here, but you could see I do like select things I do have autographed. If I meet the guy, I got like Bubba Ray, when you saw, we were at the ECW arena together.
Yeah.
I had to get Bubba because God, I mean, he literally screamed at us in our faces, called my friend freaking Chihuahua. I mean, this was ACW back in '96. You know what I'm saying? It was great.
Yeah.
So anyway, got him. I got a few things. Mankind, Mick Foley's one of my favorite time. Ultimate Warrior, etc. etc. Anyway, so I'll keep 1 in the package. And then I got to get an extra, God forbid, right? And I could wait. This will probably go on sale. Ringside does the sales every year, the exclusives. Yeah. Exclusives generally go on sale, but I'm like, whatever, I'll just buy it now. And I'm excited for this. I think it's a fun drop. I don't know why they dropped it on Black Friday. I don't know. Did you take a look at their Black Friday sale? Did you get anything from their Black Friday sale? I'm not really excited about anything on here right now.
No, I didn't. Okay. Just because when something comes out, I just get it if I want it.
Yeah.
Basically. So I didn't buy anything from the Black Friday sale. I am going to buy a few things from the Black Friday sale for the toy drive, though, because it's a good way to pick up some nice affordable figures for the kids.
Yeah, and I'm going to do that. I mean, look, you got a $4.99 Rhea Ripley. Why is that not going to the toy drive, right? I mean, for a kid with a toy in need, I mean, to spend $4.99 on something like that, send it right out to the toy drive, guys. And I'm going to do the same before I get there. I'll probably drop a lot of money on the toy drive this year. I will not win the belt. I guarantee you that. I could go in for the belt if I wanted to, if they're doing the belt this year, but I'm not going to do it. But,
they are.
Oh, they are going to do it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a special PBR belt. It's whoever donates the most through Ringside Collectibles, and you have the ship to go straight to the Creative Pro address, I believe it is. And
Yeah, it's Creator Pro
It's easy.
Wrestling at something Turnpike or something, and we'll get it. We'll post the info too. And come on, you're looking at this, you guys. Even if you can't donate a lot, you got a $7.99 carrying cross figure right there. You got to get that. Tucker's $249. Otis is $399. For a kid in need, guys, there are affordable figures on this site that you can donate. You know, even if you can only donate like 4 figures, $20. You know.
Yeah, and then it's free shipping when you donate, and you can use the Major Pod promo code, which is major, and you save another 10%.
Save 10%
so
on there. Yep.
It's super affordable to donate.
Totally. And you know, look, we love Ringside Collectibles here at the Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast. I have reached out to them in the past to get a code. They were going to give one to us. I didn't continue following up with them. Everybody has a 10% code. You know, I'm just like, who's next? How, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just personally feel that our podcast doesn't need a 10% code. You want to use a code, use Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Major. Use Chick Foley code, Chick or whatever it is. Use, you know, somebody else's code, or just use the WFigs code. I use the old school WFigs because it's just saved in my thing. So when I type it in, the code, it comes WFigs. I just put it right up there, you know? Whatever the case may be, you know, use the code that you want to back, but we're not going to have a code. And I just decided that. I was like, you know what? Screw it. But yeah, I'm looking at this stuff just personally, though, aside from the toy drive, nothing here that I may get an extra blood and guts, but the price is not that crazy right now. Maybe I love this TNT Championship Cody Rhodes. Maybe I get one of those. I don't know. I have all these AEW figs. I love this Rocket.
Yeah,
you know.
I have it. I don't need another one.
Yeah. You know, like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I have doubles of them. They're on display. Nothing's really catching my eye except some of the exclusives. And it's funny, I usually always order from Ringside Collectibles for the holidays, but it seems just for me personally, especially with the WWE Mattel stuff, I'm just not invested in these WWE characters to be like, oh, I'm going to buy the MVP, or I'm going to buy the Riddle, or I'm going to buy the Miz, or any of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me this year, you know?
Yeah, I for WWE, I mainly collect just the legends. I don't really collect any current guys. The current guys I do collect are ultimates.
Yep.
Because I think the ultimate figures, in my opinion, are the best action figures right now. And besides the ultimates, I don't collect any current guys.
Yeah.
I like the Target Legend series. I think is incredible. I really like the Roddy Piper. I have the Kevin Nash.
The Nash is this Nash figure, dude. This Nash figure is incredible. I have 2 of these. I think I have 3 of them, but this figure is sick. I mean, the mold, everything is just sick on this figure. His face sculpt is amazing. Yeah, you're right. And that's what I primarily collect, Ultimate Edition and Legends as well. I'll sometimes venture outside, but I'm with you. This Nash is, and that Piper head scan too. I have the Piper too, right? Not with me, but they really nailed the head scan finally. I mean, God, it took them how long, you know? So,
yeah, I really like that Piper. I still need to get the They Live Piper from Walmart.
How
ordered it,
dude? Have you seen it? Have you been hunting at all? What have you seen at retail?
My Walmart. I live in North Bergen. So the Walmart in North Bergen never has anything. All they have right now is just John Cena's from Fast and Furious.
Yep.
It's and a bunch of like basics.
Yep.
But I think I ordered that They Live Piper from Walmart.com. It just hasn't shipped.
Yeah. It's weird. I see I see the Cenas and the Rocks everywhere. I don't see any Piper.
Yeah. I'm sure it's gonna eventually just show up. You just gotta be patient, and you'll get it.
Yeah, I think it's a situation where it was like you said on the other boat or on the in the other container
Yeah.
possibly, and it's
Yeah.
getting it's like with that. So did you ever collect any of the WWE Masters stuff? Like the Masters, WWE Masters of the Universe,
Oh yes, 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 yes.
that line.
Yeah. I quit pretty early on because it was too difficult, and I wasn't a He-Man guy or a
Yes.
Remco guy.
Okay.
I was like, why am I buying this?
Yeah. I
So I got rid of them.
I didn't quit, unfortunately. Obviously, when I get hooked in, and I'm not a He-Man guy. I have nothing He-Man in my collection. I have one He-Man figure. That's it. And
Yeah.
two Skeletor, He-Man, and Panther flocked that just came out. I figured I'd put them away. Like I found a pristine unpunched He-Man that I got a case for, acrylic. But I do love the Masters of the WWE. I like that they made the switch to the superstars. I love that they're getting away with the He-Man skins.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, so I'm getting those. But to get back to what we were saying, I mean, God, those sets, the Wave 7 with Andre, Brett, Junkyard Dog, and Sergeant Slaughter, they were selling for like $500-$600 I was seeing on eBay. And now they started popping up because I guess people didn't think they were going to be released or something. And I have the samples right here. So
Nice.
they are going to be released, guys. Like they're in a boat, they're in a warehouse, they're somewhere, they're in a port held up. Like don't pay $500 for 4 figures, $600.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's obscene.
You got to be patient.
You got to be patient. Yep.
Especially you have to be patient, and especially during the current times, like what we were saying before, there's just so many logistical issues right now with everything.
I know. So that's it. I mean, I think that's what's fun. Like I love the Masters. I want us to get the Masters. The ringside sale again is, it is what it is right now. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna wait till the Cyber Monday. I mean, you got an Austin here for $31.99, but that's practically retail. We'll see where it goes. I like I said, I think they'll eventually get to where you need to be as far as price wise. They do Cyber Monday, Black Friday 7.0 now and whatnot, and we'll go from there. But yeah, man. Anything else? I'm trying to think. Anything else released? Anything else you're excited about coming out right now?
I'm excited for the new retros that are coming out. I pre-ordered the Danhausen from Heels and Faces.
Oh
from
yeah,
Zombie Sailors.
Shoot, let's actually go on that because the funniest thing about it, I had it pulled up. It looks like a really sick figure. I am not a Danhausen fan, but that's just me because I just don't get the character because I'm like weird in the head. I'm just my Young Bucks pose I was looking at because I'm trying to pose my figures, so I have the Young Bucks up here.
Yeah.
But the Zombie Sailor figure, dude, Josh is amazing, and he's creating some great figures.
Yep.
I love this Danhausen figure. I love that it comes with like the cloth cape, which is really cool. Very nice, very evil.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's
figure.
Actually, it's funny because we were talking about the whole shipping issues. Me and him, because we're basically doing the same thing right now. He's doing this with Hasbro-esque like figures, and I'm doing the Bendham's-esque like figures, and we're both suffering through the same issues, and we call each other to figure out what each one's doing, so we can figure out a way how to get these things out of China faster into our hands.
Yeah, and
affordable cost.
Yeah, and you can partner. You can get a container maybe together, or and split the cost that way and stuff. Yeah, and you have to kind of collaborate with people, and we're in a fortunate enough time, at least in the wrestling figure industry, where it's like everybody's doing it, right? I mean, a lot of people are doing. Cella's doing it. All these people are doing it. Hey, hit me up because I got to get figure protectors out of there in January, I think, or probably before. I have a freight forwarder too, so we'll talk about all this. I got to get.
I think I secured everything already, though.
Okay.
To like April.
All right. Well, if you we'll talk about it, but I mean. Yeah, this Danhausen figure is pretty sick. It's got the accessory pack, which you're gonna get the human money, the in money format in the bag. You're gonna have all this stuff. You're gonna have this cape. It looks great. And as everybody knows, Danhausen is, he's out of the weather right now. He broke his, I believe, leg, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he broke his leg.
yeah, so I mean, this all the proceeds, which I love about what Josh does with this Heels and Faces line. A percentage of the proceeds do go to the wrestler or their estates, which is the way you want it to be. Again, I personally don't know absolutely anything about Danhausen. I do not follow him in Ring. I did not follow him in Ring of Honor. I know kind of his persona. I could see why people love him. Personally, I don't care. I'm sorry. I feel bad for him. I would like to get it, maybe one, now that I'm thinking about it, just to support him. And because that's what I am. I like to do. I like to support people, and given their current situation, it's tough. So I'll probably get one. Q2 shipment on this too. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I love Danhausen. I think he's a great guy. A fellow collector, which is awesome. Got to hang out with him in a show in New Jersey. Got to hang out with him in New York Comic Con. He's one of us. He's just a giant nerd who loves wrestling, loves figure collecting, loves comic books. So I think he's a great guy. So, if you can go out and support him by buying a Heels and Faces figure or a shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees, I would go do so. And then, we signed him for Major Bendy's.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in series 2. And, the same deal goes on. We already paid him up front. We paid all our guys upfront contracts. And then they get a royalty on top of it.
There you
go.
go.
For everything that we're doing it right, we're making sure everyone gets paid. And very fairly. And I think we're probably offering one of the better contracts right now in all of action figure collecting.
That's awesome. That's awesome to know. And again, I'm in for the series 1 just because, again, it just pays such a homage to the original Bendy's and whatnot. And even in this Heels and Faces line, you look at it. I did not go all in. I do like the fact that he got separate stuff, but I'm looking at it now, and I know he made them for pre-order again, and I don't know. I think he'll throw these up again, and if he has a few extra laying around, I could probably get a Dino out of him or something like that. So I think I will go in on the Danhausen. It's an incredible value. I mean, you have $40 and you get all this, everything. And I know the $40 price tag is just for Black Friday, guys. It's going to go up by $5 if you don't hit it after Black Friday, from my understanding. So,
yep. And then that extra material, the accessories, is only, I believe, for the first 2 weeks.
Okay. So it is for the first 2 weeks.
I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they're going to do another release of Danhausen later on that won't come with those accessories.
There you go. So you'll have, hopefully Series 1 gets out sooner than later. You're going to have, obviously, the Matt Cardona and the Brian Myers, the Sabu, Dina Bravo, and Earl Hebner, which is amazing. We should have them by, hopefully, Q1. You have the Danhausen by Q2, and then the Jeff Jarrett should be pretty much lumped in between those two, I would assume.
Yep.
I can't wait to get the Jarrett. And you have the Jarrett coming out in the Bendy line.
Yeah, I have the prototype right here.
Oh, man, I want to see that, because that's the one I'm excited about, man. I love that Jarrett.
I'll get all 3.
I did not get an autograph card, by the way.
I work for the network and I didn't get an autograph.
There you go. What is up with that? Sometimes you just gotta pay.
Yeah. I'll just get Jeff Jarrett to sign my card. The first Jeff Jarrett.
That's sick. I love the blue attire.
Yeah. And then it's the autograph on the back, just like all the other.
Yep, on the side right there. Yep.
Yep. The boots have the double J. And then we have the Don't Piss Me Off Jeff Jarrett.
That is awesome. With the sunglasses on there and the short hair.
Yep.
That is sick. I love that Don't Piss Me Off one. I love it.
So again, autograph on the back. And then we have Conrad Thompson.
I will get this Conrad because I absolutely love and respect what he does. I love Conrad, and his podcast is amazing. You got to check it all out.
You got the sneakers on, the shirt, the suit
jacket. Love it. It's a beautiful
and then
figure.
the autograph right there. And then you can have them yell at each other, You guys didn't do research.
Well, hey, they did it with the Meanie and Chernoff, so I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's, that's sick. That's fun.
I have that somewhere.
Where's where can you see this? Like, is there a website? I have Major Pod merch here .com, but
we don't have the bendies up on the site. Yep.
And everybody, if you want an FWF Live 2 Kanik pin with free shipping in the US, it's $25 here. He's got the button on the side too.
It's sold out. It's sold out in 10 minutes.
Oh, it's not even sold out. All sales final.
No, it's sold out.
Oh, it's sold out. Sold out.
Yep, sold out. That was released during FWF Live 2 yesterday, and I didn't know about it until I think the day before. Matt had texted me saying, "Hey, can you put the Kanik pin up?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, we made a pin of you. You got to put it up on the website." I was like, okay, cool.
Good. It's majorly limited too. I love that, majorly limited.
It's so cool. I think it's so cool that they did that.
All right, Kanik, whatever it takes. I won't ask any money for the Will the Thrill Bendy with the cowboy hat, all right? You could just sell them.
You can pay for the mold. You can pay for the shipping.
Easy.
Can pay for the production cost.
Wonderful.
Yeah. No problem.
Give me the bill. We'll get Will the Thrill up there. You guys make me want to have figures now, and I never wanted to have figures. I told everybody on this podcast, I was like, I don't want a figure. Now I want a figure. I was going to ask Jeremy. Jeremy, are you going to do any like fans that could be in the crowd that may have a cowboy hat on eventually?
Sorry. They have that retro game.
Yeah. You can
be in the retro game.
Be in the retro game, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I talked to Matt today. He was really nice. I hope he does a signing with my buddies Pandora's. You've been to Pandora's, right?
I've been to Pandora's. I think it's one of the best collectible toy stores in New Jersey. I hope that doesn't get me in trouble with anyone. I don't think so, but if it does, fuck them. But
who come on? In New Jersey?
I don't. There is no one really else, right? I think they have one of the best stores. And I met one of the guys from Pandora's at Chiller. And he had told me that he was looking to get Matt to go to the store. And I said, just contact him, or if you have any issues, you can message me on Instagram, and I can help you get in connections with him and set it up. Yeah, because I'm sure Matt has no issues with doing a signing. He loves them. He loves meeting the fans. Yeah. So,
and they pull in a good crowd. Look, you want to talk about some of the best shops in the tri-state area. You talk about Wrestling Universe, Hastel Toy, In Jersey, I love Chubsy Wubsy, but he's more modern. I love Pandora's.
I don't even know what that.
Paul's Toy Room is great. Funkenstein is great. The Collector's Corner. I mean, all these guys, we fully support everybody that pretty much, the Wrestling Collector. We're right here. We pretty much support all of these guys and what they do because, I mean, look, they're bringing some great figures, but as far as vintage catalog, with expanding throughout IPs and genres, the Pandora's guys have their inventory sick. I mean, it's just it's sick. The inventory, and they have a whole warehouse under their store that's like the size of the whole place. Yeah, it's pretty sick, you know. And they've had some great people there.
Yeah, so I actually went there by accident. Because I went to the Wrestling Collector, I think it's called.
Yep.
For a signing, and I had time to kill, and I was like, all right, let me see what's nearby, and I was like, oh, Pandora's only a few minutes away, and I follow them on social media, and I always see them posting really great stuff. Like, it's unbelievable stuff. I'm like, let's see if they actually have anything like that, and it's legit, just like what they post. They don't bullshit. They have everything for sale. Everything's at reasonable prices. Everything's in great condition. And like I said earlier, I'm a big Power Ranger fan. As I walked in, the red fucking Power Ranger is just there signing autographs. And like, he basically opened the door for me to get in. And I'm like, oh, I love it here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You sold me.
The Red Ranger.
You have the Red Power Ranger greeting me, and you have a store filled with mint uncard Hasbros. You have LJNs. You have trading cards from the 80s, still sealed in booster packs. Like, what else do you want?
I know.
I saw a giant Pee Wee Herman still sealed in the box, which was funny because I had just bought one, I think like a week or two before at the Wayne Toy Show for my brother. And I was like, oh, it's cheaper here.
It's funny you mentioned that too, because my bud from college knows I'm a huge toy collector, and that was the one thing he was looking for. He's looking for the old school Pee Wee Herman pull string talking doll mitten package just to display at his man cave, because he's not a big, collector of action figures, but he loved Pee Wee Herman, and that is the place I got it for him. I was like, I got you. I know I got you. We go on, boom. They posted the photo, went there, beautiful mint in package, great price, and I got him the Pee Wee Herman from there. Yep. So I mean, this was like a year ago, but that's what I'm saying. You going in there recently, they have another one and another one and another one, and the inventory never ends.
I saw an LJN ring mint in package.
They still have.
I've never seen it. And it was the first time I ever saw it.
I know. If Matt does that damn signing and he buys that LJN ring, because I know it's like $2,500, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
It's funny too, because like, I don't think the guys at the shop knew, but when I was inside, I was just taking pictures of everything, and I was just sending it to the guys. I'm like, you guys need this? You need anything?
Yep.
Because I'll do that occasionally, because I won't do it, like, I won't be like at Walmart and bother them like, you need this Elite.
Yeah.
But if I'm like at a show and I know there's like classic Turtles, I'll take a giant picture of everything and I'll send it to Matt and say, hey, do you need something? Or I was at the Wayne Toy Show and there was a steel mold that one of the guys had for a Hulk Hogan LGN head.
That's sick.
That's like unique things like that. I'll send it to them. I'm not gonna send them something that I find at Target. Well, unless I know that they're looking for it. That's new.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to just bother them all the time over stuff, because it's the same thing as us. We're both very knowledgeable of the field. We don't need, someone bothering us every 5 seconds saying, "Hey, do you need this?"
Exactly.
When it's something that we've been seeing on shelves every day for the past 3 months.
Exactly. What happened with that steel mold? Because I don't know if everybody knows, but LJ they produced these toys here in New Jersey, right? Back in the day in the 80s. Or they're no,
I
wait,
forgot the story.
no, I think they didn't produce them here. They produced them obviously in China, or in Hong Kong or wherever
Yeah.
it was they manufactured. But the
It was-
offices were here or something and based in New Jersey, right?
I think the office was based in New Jersey. It was one of the guys that runs the toy show, who had it, and what he was asking for, according to Matt, was very reasonable, but he didn't want it. I was interested in it for myself. I just didn't know how to display it properly.
Yeah.
And it was a very heavy piece because it's legit steel.
Yeah.
It's like a cookie cutter sheet. You probably could have used it for baking, but there was a lot of rust on the sides. And I have a minor case of OCD, so I probably wouldn't have used it for baking. But it was just, it was the eye paint mold. So it was the mold of his face, but then there was 2 open holes for his eyes, and that's where they used to brush the paint.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, so there was holes where that's so cool.
I forgot what he was asking for. I'm gonna say $1,000.
I gotta get in touch with this guy, see if he still has it.
I mean, this was in the summer,
Could be. Those
so
pieces,
he might still have it.
yeah. These pieces don't usually go. I mean, they just had ToyCon, but who knows? I don't know. I know he does. I think it's Vetri, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vetri Productions or something. I don't know what the guy's name is though. John or something maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's a great piece, man. That's a fun story too. And like you said, I mean, it's like stuff like this you can't really find. It's fun. If you pick it up, you gotta help everybody out. But going back to just, we're very fortunate being in this state, and I know people are gonna watch us that aren't from this state. We get a shit ton of toy shows. There's a toy show next week here. There's a toy show next week there. Like shops, toy shows, they're all around. You can really find them anywhere in the New York, New Jersey area, which is great. Going to pay a little bit of a premium, but again, Pandora's, we think, is just a stellar shop, as well as all the others we mentioned. I mean, look, I'm fair. I have no gripes with anybody, and I've bought from everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was at this new shop, the Collector's Corner, down South Jersey, South Central Jersey, and I met Sergeant Slaughter, and I had one of the best experiences of my life. Like, the Sarge was amazing. He took he's many
incredible.
photos. Oh, I mean, and I'm not a signing guy. I don't go to signings, but I'm like, when am I going to meet Sergeant Slaughter, head of the G.I. Joe brand? I mean, the face of it, basically. Major wrestling guy, so important and integral in the 80s and 90s in wrestling. You had the SDCC exclusive drop from Mattel. I was like, I have to get it signed. I had to. Right. I had to go meet him, like, when are you going to meet him? And he's old. You don't know how much time look, I said that. I said, well, he's old. I don't know how much time he has left. He's got a lot of time because he looked great. He was great. Good spirits. He looked healthy and good for Sarge, man.
Yeah. I don't make my way to South Jersey often. Very rarely do I do. So I feel like South Jersey has a lot of those nice collectible action figure shops or hobby shops that I would love to, I live right by a comic book shop. I'm in there every Sunday with the owners, just, talking a storm and everything. And, I have fun. And, if I lived in South Jersey, I'm sure I'd be in one of those stores every day doing the same thing, just
exactly.
talking shop. But here in North Jersey, where I'm located, there's nothing really. So all I really have is that Wayne Toy Show.
Yep.
Or I call it the Wayne Toy Show, but it has like a different name, I think, like every month right now. Right?
Well, yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, it is the Wayne Toy Show, but then they have like I said, Toy Con, I think twice a year or three or something like that. And then there's another one that does like shows that are competing with the Wayne Toy Show now at the PAL building or something like that. And like you said, yeah, it's like every other week.
I don't know which one I go to. Like, and I'll go. I might go to the next one if I'm not too busy, and I'll go in for like a few minutes and then I just walk out. What I do is I do like 2 or 3 walkarounds.
Yeah.
See if anything catches my eye, and I check out the prices, and if it's good, I get it. And I just try to walk out fast, but I try to get there super early because, there's how many collectors in New Jersey, and then
for every collector, for every collector though, there's also a reseller, and they're looking for deals, right? I mean, or you're a collector reseller and you're looking for deals. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, you got to get in and out. Yep.
And then I think being a collector in northern New Jersey is tough because if you go to one of those toy shows, you see how many vendors they have. And those vendors have how many of those store exclusives at their table to sell. So it's like, oh, you couldn't find this one exclusive? Well, the reason is because this guy at this table has them all.
Oh, it is selling them for double.
Yeah. Double the price. So
where the hell are my legends? Where the hell are my collector's editions at the toy show?
I still haven't seen the latest Legend series, the Nash, on shelves.
I saw Nash, and I posted this on our Instagram page at SQD Circle AFP. Nash once, I don't even know what happened. Target must have got a case. There were like 8 of them or something, and then there were like 2 Pipers, and then done. Never saw him again.
I've never seen a Piper on the shelf. I've seen Billy Gunn on the shelf, and that's it.
Yep. And I haven't seen JYD or Billy in my area here, and I had to do ship to store to get them. And I was lucky enough to get the JYD Chase as a ship to store. Just freaking lucky. I was like, I go to my order pickup, and I'm like, boom, yes. You get that feeling. You're like, oh my gosh, thank you. Because I already had ordered the regular. I ordered it on Target.com, pre-ordered it, got the regular version. I was like, damn. And then I did the ship to store, and I got really lucky, And
I think the Billy Gunn that I saw in store was in Vegas. I don't think it was here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but yeah.
It's crazy. Well, look, it's you can find stuff. Like Kanik said, you got to get there early, whether it be at the toy show or personally, I think at the retail shop as well. Some people stock later. I do know stores that do afternoon late stock. So if you could get there a little later too during the weekdays, but I feel the best time for figure hunting are Tuesday through like Friday. I mean, I would not go I don't go on the weekend usually. I don't know.
I completely agree with you, and I just don't have that ability anymore to do. I was doing it like in the beginning of the pandemic because I was working from home, and I was working. I was able to log in later to work, but now I have to log in at 8:00 at my new job. Yeah. So. It's tough. I mean, I don't have to log in at 8:00. I choose to log in at 8:00 because I'm working with people in the UK.
Okay.
So it's easier for me to start my day at 8. And I would rather, work and, make sure I'm on top of everything, then, you get the latest Legends figure that, I'll pay the extra $15 to make sure I still have a job.
Yeah.
and,
Yes.
and continue working in collectibles. But that's about it, But I enjoy that feeling of going to Target, finding that figure that you've been looking for months or weeks or whatever, and you seeing it on the shelf and you're just grabbing it. It's an adrenaline rush, or like a certain high that you can't really explain to people who aren't into this hobby.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that gambling, or like, you're putting your money on red or black, and then you're like,
Yeah,
and then boom, it hits. It's like, yeah, like I
it's,
equate it to kind of that sort of feeling, and you're right. It's really like that adrenaline rush that you described. You said briefly about your work. Now I know you moved on from Hero Collector and Eagle Moss. You were telling me you were with Zavvi now, and I don't buy anything from Zavvi. I don't know. Maybe some of our watchers or listeners do, but I mean, should we be buying from Zavvi? What are your thoughts? You're employed by them. What do you think of them? I mean, as a company.
So I was a customer before I was employed by them. So I can tell you straight hand, they are great. They do a lot of exclusives on steel books. So if you're a movie collector, you're going to love it. If you collect vinyls, you're going to love it because there's a ton of exclusives there as well. They're very big on Legos, and they have Lego exclusives. They just launched a Funko Pop exclusive today for Black Friday, which is Christopher Reeve's Superman with Lois Lane flying.
Oh, I saw that. Yep, I saw that. That looks sick. That 2-pack, yeah.
Yes, and I think that's actually the first Christopher Reeve's Funko Pop. There's I don't know how many Supermans, but there's never been a Christopher Reeve Superman. So I think that's cool. But they just carry everything. T-shirts, exclusive jackets. So there's these bomber jackets for Ghostbusters that are khaki with, you can get either Bankman, Spengler, Winston. So those are cool. They have the hats to go with it.
Okay. Yeah, and
I know they carry everything.
I know you mentioned the steel books too. I know they had that exclusive Ghostbusters Afterlife steel book that I guess is dropping in December or whatever. That looked pretty sick. And then they had like some sort of a box set that I saw too that I'm kind of waiting on because the image wasn't up at the time I saw it. I didn't go back to it, but I guess it's going to have all the movies in it or something. I don't know if you have any info on that. But
so, I don't I just don't.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw that.
It's probably, so we just upload whatever is provided to us. So my only assumption is the image or the packaging isn't final.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. But no, it looked incredible though. That's why I held off. I didn't want to do the steelbook for now. And I wanted to kind of wait and see what that box set was going to be about.
And that steelbook, it sold out so fast. It was incredible. Yeah. A lot of the exclusives sell out really fast. So if you've never purchased from Zavvi, you can see that we do have a very loyal fan base that buys from us frequently and don't have issues.
Yeah.
Everything just sells out fast.
And they're warehoused in the U.S., right? All this stuff, so it's not like you're buying something, in Europe or anything like that. Correct?
Some of it may come from Europe because we do share warehouses from Europe, and we have a warehouse in New Jersey and Kentucky.
Oh wow!
But everything is freighted air, and you have flat rate shipping of $5 or $6.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so um, it doesn't. You may have to wait like an extra 2 or 3 days, really, for an item, but it's for what you're getting. Probably it's going to be worth it.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's good info because, like I said, I wanted to get into on it, and it's just the website I've never used, and then you provided me with some information, so I gotta drop some money on it eventually, and I'll see what kind of figures you guys are selling and whatnot. I'm actually looking for, and I
Yeah.
don't know if you have it on there. I have to check, but the Soul of Chojokin Voltron by Bandai, I'm looking for that piece, and I know they just reissued it. You guys may even have that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure because I know Big Bad
Yeah,
just
we
got it in.
yeah, we might have that. I don't know. We carry a lot of things that I don't know what's going on in sometimes with like new releases. But yeah, I mean we carry Bandai, we basically carry everything that you see at any of those other websites.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
But we do more because we have
Yeah.
vinyls and t-shirts and
T-shirts.
movies.
Yeah, it's like you're almost like an FYE, to a certain extent, a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more
So
expansive.
that Zavi's been around for years, and it's just been mainly popular in the UK, and now they're trying to bring it over to the US and grow in the US, and that's why I joined Zavi. I'm here to be, um, the US ambassador for them. Really,
Great. Well,
just I'm the manager of the US ecom.
I'm assuming we'll
Wise.
see you at Toy Fair then, regardless.
I'm going to be at Toy Fair with Zavi. I'll be Toy Fair with Major Pod probably. And then the next New York Comic Con, next San Diego Comic Con, I'll probably be doing the same thing, wearing both hats, Zavi and Major Pod.
Beautiful. Love it. Well, one thing before we end the live stream today, I wanted one piece of your collection. I don't know if it's in front of you. I don't know if you have it locked away, but it's tough to have a favorite piece. But what is the piece that really speaks to you? I would say whether like from just that nostalgia purpose. I mean, it could be a dollar figure. I mean, what do you got in your collection that really you just can't part with? I mean, it's just you'll never do it.
Um, there's a few things actually. Like I said, I'm a big Power Rangers guy. I remember I have a very vivid memory of getting the flip head Power Rangers as a kid. And what it took for my parents to get it for me because they didn't have the money to buy these things for me as a kid. And they somehow managed to get it for me. And then also finding it also was very tough. Power Rangers was a very hard thing to get back in the 90s.
Dude, I would go. We didn't have a lot of money either, right? And my mom would take me to these stores, and because my parents were divorced and everything, and I remember when Power Rangers released the day of, and we were online, and my mom got so pissed at me because I had to have been like 13 or something, or maybe 10 or 13 or something. I don't know. And I remember jumping the guardrail in a Caldor Bradley's because you know how they had those like guardrails or whatever from the checkout lanes. And I bolted through the checkout lane, jumped over a checkout closed lane with the chain on it, and then got to the thing and everybody was there rushing, all the moms and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like pulling on people's jackets just to get, I got like two things that day. I got the Megazord, that was the mini Megazord that it wasn't like the big one. It was just like the mini version in the box,
Yep.
I got that. And I got like two, I think I got the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger or something. That's the only thing I got that day. And people were yelling at me and pulling. Everybody's pulling on each other and fighting for the figs. And it was crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah. I remember the day I got the Dragonzoid flute. my brother, it was the Toys R Us in North Bergen, right by the Lincoln Tunnel. There was a giant Toys R Us, and my brother had jumped over people to go grab whatever he could for me because they had just, like what you were saying, it was just they opened the doors and it was like jingle all the way.
Yeah.
People just bull rushed and fought. And my brother, his job was to get me a Green Ranger and the Green Ranger flute. And he did that. He jumped out. He got me the Green Ranger flute, and he also got me a Billy, the Blue Ranger. And he came back to me, and I was probably like 4, 5, I guess, at the time. And he came back to me. He was 10 or maybe 11. His nose is like broken. It's like bleeding and everything. And he's like, here's your fucking toys. But yeah,
the jingle
my
all
Power Rangers.
The jingle all the way analogy is perfect because people don't realize that shit happened. Like, they didn't put it in the movie just to put it in the movie. That was like on the regular in the 90s, guys. On the regular.
Yeah, I remember they actually did a number ball system at the Toys R Us in Jersey City. It was a raffle. So you would get like these certain numbers, right? Mm-hmm. And they had like a bingo thing, and they would call out a number, and you were eligible to purchase one of these items that they would put out.
Yep.
And I went once with my mom, I remember, and it was for the command center and the Dragon Zord with the Green Ranger. Mm-hmm. And I forgot it was something else. And my mom got the Dragon Zord with the Green Ranger. And I got so excited because I thought it was for me. And then she bought it, and like she put it in the back seat of the car, and I'm ready to like rip that shit open in the back seat of the car. And she's like, "Don't touch that. That's for the birthday party that we're going to later today."
Oh,
and I was like, "What if we don't go to the birthday party?"
That's shit. So all right. So you're is it the flute then, or what is it? What is the one thing in your collection? What Power Rangers or?
So I have all of the original Power Rangers, flip heads, loose and mint on card, and then I have the command center that I had recently I bought last year during the pandemic. I got it mint in box. And a store in Long Island that I went with Matt and Brian to. I wish I could remember the store's name. I can't remember.
Time Warp?
Time Warp.
They're amazing, man. They have everything too. They're amazing.
That's a great place. And then there's I was very obsessed with the Power Rangers. But, I've always had wrestling in my life. And I grew up on the Hasbros because my brother had them. So I had the black tights Shawn Michaels, which was always my favorite as a kid. I have that mint on card that I'm planning on getting signed eventually. And then my other favorite Hasbro it's up there. I have two that were my favorites. Was the Hacksaw Jim Duggan with the 2x4. Mm-hmm. I got signed at Wrestling Universe with Brian, and it's signed red, white, and blue. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really cool. And then I have the Jake the Snake Roberts that I also got signed at Wrestling Universe. But I had got loose Jake the Snake Roberts signed as a kid at a McDonald's signing in Union City. And I had that signed loose. And when I met him getting this one signed, I recreated the photo
That's
of
awesome.
me as a kid. So it's the same exact like pose and everything, but the only difference is I'm getting one signed loose, and now as an adult, I'm getting it signed mint on card.
That's so cool. That's fun. Yeah, there's one time I have a photo, I have a Polaroid photo, and I didn't get a figure signed, but I got a signed 8x10 from Kevin Nash. And I'm there, and I'm like a dweeby, dorky wrestling, high school wrestling kid. I have my like high school wrestling shirt for my town on, and I'm sitting there with like a Friends cap on of all things, and he's just like chilling, and I've always wanted to meet him again and recreate, like you said, that photo so I can put the then and now next to each other,
Yeah.
It's just, I think it would be so fun, and I'm glad that you had the opportunity to do something like that, man. That's fun,
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, I love the Hasbros, and I just love Power Rangers, the original stuff. So those two things, I think I don't think I can part with.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I could, like, some of the Hasbros I have on display over here are some of my originals when I was a kid. I actually have the loose Black Tights Michaels in the display case, and I don't know, it's tough to see because my camera's like, I probably move it over here a little bit, but I do have a little smaller Hasbro display like over in this area, and I do have Michael Loops here too, but yeah, I tried to display Series 1 on top just because most of them are my original ones from when I was a kid. I have like Dusty Brett's version 2, my Hogan, my Michaels with the black tights, and then my big men are in the back there with Undertaker, Adam Bomb. That Adam Bomb was actually the loose one, was when I was a kid, if you could see it. And then I got the Andre, the Dusty, the Bam Bam, and the Yoko because I mean, they were great. I have Boss Man up there, but I should put version 2 down there with the big men as well, and then the two Macho Mans in front, just because it's not a display without Macho. I mean, you can't have a display without Macho. So, yeah, man. Well, this was excellent, dude. For a hungover Black Friday for me, I could not think of any other way to do it here on the Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast YouTube channel, man. It was great just shooting the shit with you, Mike.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, totally. And we'll do it sometime soon, because like I said, we want to do this regularly. And if you want to come on, you're more than welcome anytime. Tell everybody where you can find you on Instagram and Twitter and everything like that.
Yeah, so it's Kanik89, Kanik, and then the number is 89. It's the same for Twitter and Instagram.
Wonderful. Awesome, dude. And yeah, again, this is one of the creators of the Major Pod Bendies and everything like that. And you can find all their merch on majorpodmerch.com. Is that correct? I'm assuming that's where the Bendies are going to go live too.
Yep. I'm going to redo the website. I'm also the webmaster now of the Major Pod merch site. Besides the guy who creates everything. So I'm gonna try to redo the site so it's an easier shopping experience for everyone. And we'll have options for payments such as Apple Pay, the Shopify option, and then if you want to pay in installments. It's all stuff that I've been working on, but just be patient, guys. I do a lot of things.
Wonderful, Mike. Excellent. Well, thanks again for coming on. I'm getting the Bendies. I hope everybody else does. I hope everybody goes support Stanhausen on that Zombie Seller figure as well. For us at the Squared Circle Action Figure Package, we're going to actually be back next week here live, uncensored, on YouTube live stream. So give us a follow, obviously. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SQD Circle AFP. And remember, guys, Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast is the gold standard. We're the gold standard, even though there is another podcast out there, a few others, but we're the gold standard in wrestling figure collecting. Thank you so much for joining us on this Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays, baby. All right. Beautiful.